Welcome to Bedtime Travel Stories, where soothing tales and soft narrations take you on a tranquil journey through the world's most enchanting places, right from the comfort of your bed. Unwind and travel with us as we explore the globe one story at a time, helping you relax and drift into a peaceful sleep. As summer fades into memory, a gentle transformation begins across the northeastern United States, one that turns the rolling hills, winding roads, and deep forests of New England into a breathtaking kaleidoscope of color. The leaves, once green and vibrant, take on hues of amber, crimson, gold, and orange, painting the landscape in a tapestry of warmth and beauty. This annual transformation, known as leaf peeping, draws visitors from near and far, eager to witness the magic of autumn and experience the serene beauty that only fall in New England can provide. The air is crisp, filled with the scent of pine, wood smoke, and freshly fallen leaves. The sunlight filters through the trees, casting a golden glow that makes the world feel softer, more inviting. There is a sense of calm that comes with autumn, a slowing down, a time to pause and appreciate the beauty that nature offers. The rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze and the distant call of a bird create a tranquil soundtrack, inviting you to immerse yourself in the moment. New England is a region of contrasts, of mountains and valleys, lakes and rivers, small towns and bustling cities. In autumn, these contrasts are highlighted by the vibrant colors of the leaves, which blanket the landscape in a patchwork of reds, oranges, and yellows. The winding roads that traverse the region offer breathtaking views around every bend, each more beautiful than the last. From the majestic green mountains of Vermont to the picturesque Berkshires of Massachusetts, the landscape is alive with color, inviting you to explore and discover the magic of the season. As we journey through New England, we'll visit the quaint towns, scenic byways, and serene forests that make this region so special in the fall. We'll take leisurely drives along iconic routes like the Kancamagus Highway, explore the charm of small towns with their white steepled churches and historic homes, and wander through orchards heavy with ripe apples. We'll savor the warmth of a cozy inn, the sweetness of freshly pressed cider, and the simple joy of walking through a forest as leaves fall gently all around. Let the colors of autumn guide you on a journey through New England, a journey of beauty, reflection, and tranquility. Each chapter will bring you deeper into the heart of the season, offering a moment of calm and a chance to experience the magic of leaf peeping in all its glory. As the sun rises over the white mountains of New Hampshire, a golden light washes over the landscape, illuminating the vibrant colors of autumn and signaling the beginning of a new day. The Kancamagus Highway, often called the Kank, is one of New England's most famous scenic drives, and in autumn, it becomes a journey through a landscape transformed. The winding road stretches for 34 miles, cutting through the heart of the White Mountain National Forest, with every turn offering a new, breathtaking view of the fall foliage. The Kancamagus Highway begins in the town of Lincoln, where the forest rises up on either side of the road, the trees ablaze with color. The scent of pine and earth fills the air, and the sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the pavement. As you drive, the sound of the tires on the road is accompanied by the soft rustling of leaves, a gentle reminder of the changing season. The hills are covered in shades of red, orange, and gold, the colors blending together in a beautiful display that seems almost otherworldly. The first stop along the Kants is Sabbaday Falls, a short hike that leads to a series of cascading waterfalls surrounded by moss-covered rocks and trees dressed in their autumn finest. The trail is lined with fallen leaves, their colors bright against the damp earth, and the sound of the water rushing over the rocks is both calming and invigorating. The falls, framed by the colorful foliage, are a perfect example of the beauty that lies hidden within the forest, a reminder of the wonders that can be found when you take the time to explore. Further along the highway, the Sugar Hill Overlook offers a panoramic view of the surrounding mountains, their slopes covered in a patchwork of color that stretches as far as the eye can see. The distant peaks are bathed in a soft golden light, and the valley below is a sea of red and orange, with the occasional evergreen standing out against the vibrant backdrop. The view is breathtaking, a moment of pure beauty that invites you to pause and take it all in, to breathe in the crisp autumn air and feel a sense of connection to the land. The drive continues, winding through the forest past small streams and quiet ponds that reflect the colors of the trees. Rocky Gorge, another popular stop along the Kank, is a beautiful spot where the swift river flows over smooth granite rocks, creating a series of gentle rapids. The river, surrounded by trees in full autumn bloom, sparkles in the sunlight, and the sound of the water combined with the rustling of the leaves creates a peaceful atmosphere. The wooden bridge that crosses the river offers a perfect vantage point for taking in the scene, the colors of the leaves mirrored in the clear water below. As the day progresses, the sunlight takes on a warmer hue, casting a golden glow over the landscape. The road climbs higher into the mountains, offering views of the surrounding valleys, each one more beautiful than the last. The C.L. Graham Wangan Overlook provides a stunning view of the Pemigewasset Wilderness, the hills and valleys covered in a blanket of color that seems to glow in the afternoon light. The sense of vastness, the beauty of the untouched wilderness and the vibrant colors of the leaves create a feeling of awe, a reminder of the power and beauty of nature. The final stretch of the Kancamagus Highway leads to the town of Conway, where the road descends from the mountains and the forest begins to give way to open fields and small farms. The sun, now low in the sky, casts long shadows across the landscape, and the colors of the leaves take on a deeper, richer tone. The drive, though coming to an end, leaves a lasting impression, a journey through a landscape transformed by the magic of autumn, a celebration of the beauty of New England in the fall. As autumn blankets New England in vibrant hues, the small towns of Vermont come alive with a charm that seems timeless. Driving through the countryside, the roads lead you past rolling hills and fields, each framed by a backdrop of crimson, gold, and orange leaves. Darted along these scenic byways are the quaint towns that make Vermont so beloved. Places where white-steepled churches rise above the trees, historic red barns stand proudly in open fields, and cozy cafes invite visitors to take a break from the crisp autumn air. The journey begins in Woodstock, often called one of the most picturesque towns in America. Woodstock's historic charm is evident as you walk along its tree-lined streets, the sidewalks covered in a layer of freshly fallen leaves. The middle-covered bridge, with its rustic wooden beams and the river flowing gently beneath, is a symbol of Vermont's heritage, a reminder of simpler times. The view from the bridge is beautiful, with the riverbanks lined with colorful trees, their reflections shimmering in the clear water below. The soft murmur of the river, combined with the gentle rustle of leaves, creates a tranquil atmosphere, inviting you to pause and take in the beauty of the scene. In the center of town, the Woodstock Green is surrounded by historic homes, each adorned with wreaths and pumpkins, adding to the festive feel of autumn. The town's shops and galleries offer a warm welcome, their windows filled with handcrafted goods, from woolen scarves to locally made maple syrup. The scent of freshly baked pies drifts from a nearby bakery, inviting you to step inside and enjoy a slice of apple pie or a steaming cup of cider. The cafe is cozy, its walls lined with local artwork, and the warmth from the hearth provides a perfect escape from the cool autumn air. A short drive from Woodstock takes you to the town of Quechee, where the impressive Quechee Gorge offers a breathtaking view of Vermont's natural beauty. Known as Vermont's Little Grand Canyon, the gorge is a deep, narrow valley carved by the Ottauquechee River. The view from the bridge, with the river winding its way between steep cliffs covered in fall foliage, is awe-inspiring. The colors of the leaves, deep reds, bright yellows, and rich oranges, seem to glow in the soft afternoon light, creating a scene that feels almost magical. The gentle roar of the river far below adds to the sense of wonder and connection to the natural world. Continuing the journey through Vermont, the town of Stowe offers a picture-perfect setting for leaf peeping. Nestled in the shadow of Mount Mansfield, Vermont's highest peak, Stowe is known for its charming downtown, its white-steepled church, and its stunning views of the surrounding mountains. The drive along Mountain Road is a feast for the senses, with the vibrant colors of the leaves contrasting with the dark green of the evergreens. The Stowe Community Church, with its tall white spire rising above the trees, is a quintessential New England scene, the perfect backdrop for a leisurely stroll through town. In Stowe, the scent of maple fills the air, and a visit to a local sugar house offers a chance to learn about the process of making Vermont's famous maple syrup. The warm, sweet aroma of boiling sap is comforting, a reminder of the traditions that have been passed down through generations. A tasting of freshly made syrup, poured over warm pancakes or drizzled onto a piece of fresh bread, is a simple pleasure, a taste of the land and the season. The sugar house, with its rustic charm and friendly atmosphere, is a place where the past and present come together, where the beauty of Vermont is celebrated in every drop of golden syrup. As the day comes to a close, the drive continues to the town of Manchester, nestled in the Green Mountains. The town's tree-lined streets are adorned with twinkling lights, and the historic Equinox Hotel, with its grand columns and wide veranda, stands as a testament to Vermont's rich history. The hotel, surrounded by gardens and lawns, is the perfect place to sit and watch the sun set behind the mountains, the sky painted in shades of pink and orange. The warmth of a crackling fire, the scent of pine, and the soft glow of lanterns create a sense of coziness, a reminder that autumn is a time to slow down, to reflect, and to appreciate the beauty of the season. The charm of Vermont's small towns lies not only in their historic buildings and scenic views, but in the warmth of their people and the sense of community that fills the air. The colors of autumn, the scent of wood smoke, and the taste of freshly made maple syrup all come together to create an experience that is uniquely New England, a celebration of the simple joys of life, of nature, and of the beauty that surrounds us. Autumn in New England is not just about the changing colors of the leaves. It is also a time for harvest, when the orchards and fields are filled with the bounty of the season. As the air turns crisp and the days grow shorter, the apple orchards and pumpkin patches of New England come to life, offering a place for families and friends to gather, to pick apples straight from the tree, and to find the perfect pumpkin for carving. The joy of being out in the fresh air, surrounded by the beauty of the season, is a reminder of the simple pleasures that autumn brings. Driving along the winding country roads, you come upon an apple orchard, its rows of trees heavy with ripe red apples. The sight of the trees, their branches bending under the weight of the fruit, is a promise of the delights to come. The orchard is bustling with activity, families walking between the rows, children reaching up to pluck an apple from a low branch, their laughter filling the air. The scent of apples, sweet and slightly tart, mingles with the crispness of the autumn breeze, creating an atmosphere that is both invigorating and comforting. Walking through the orchard, you pick an apple and take a bite. The crisp flesh and juicy sweetness, a taste of the season. The sunlight filters through the branches, casting dappled shadows on the ground, and the leaves just beginning to turn add splashes of color to the scene. The experience of being in the orchard, of feeling the rough bark of the trees, of hearing the rustle of the leaves, of tasting the fresh fruit, is a connection to the land, a reminder of the bounty that nature provides. Near the orchard, a cider press is at work, turning the freshly picked apples into cider. The press, with its wooden frame and metal crank, is a fascinating sight. The apples crushed and squeezed until the amber juice flows freely. The scent of the cider, warm and spiced with cinnamon and cloves, drifts through the air, inviting you to take a cup and savor the taste. The warmth of the cider, held between gloved hands, is a comfort against the chill of the day. And the taste, a perfect balance of sweet and tart, brings a sense of nostalgia, a reminder of autumn's past. A short distance from the orchard lies a pumpkin patch, its fields dotted with bright orange pumpkins of all shapes and sizes. The sight of the pumpkins, their vibrant color standing out against the green of the vines and the golden leaves of the nearby trees, is a celebration of the harvest. Children run through the patch, their laughter echoing as they search for the perfect pumpkin, while parents follow, their arms filled with their chosen gourds. The joy of finding just the right pumpkin, whether large or small, perfectly round or delightfully lopsided, is a simple pleasure, a reminder of the magic of the season. At the edge of the pumpkin patch, a hayride waits, the wagon filled with bales of straw and pulled by a tractor. Climbing aboard, you settle into the soft straw, the scent of hay and earth filling your senses. The ride takes you through the fields, past rows of pumpkins and apple trees, and into the nearby woods where the trees are dressed in their autumn colors. The gentle rocking of the wagon, the sound of the tractor, and the sight of the leaves falling gently from the trees create a sense of calm, a feeling of being connected to the land and to the season. The day ends with a visit to the farm stand, where the harvest is laid out in all its abundance. Baskets of apples, jars of honey, bottles of freshly pressed cider, and of course pumpkins of every shape and size. The stand, decorated with corn stalks and hay bales, is a celebration of the season, a place where the hard work of the harvest is displayed and shared. The warmth of the people, the beauty of the produce, and the joy of the season all come together to create an experience that is uniquely New England, a celebration of the land, of the harvest, and of the simple joys of autumn. The White Mountains of New Hampshire are known for their majestic peaks and rugged beauty, but in autumn they take on a softer, more enchanting character. The forests are ablaze with color, the leaves transforming the landscape into a patchwork of reds, oranges, and golds. The trails that wind through the mountains offer a peaceful escape, a chance to experience the beauty of the season up close, to breathe in the crisp mountain air, and to feel the crunch of fallen leaves beneath your boots. The journey begins at the Flume Gorge, a natural chasm carved by glacial meltwaters thousands of years ago. The trail, which follows the Kancamagus River, is surrounded by steep granite walls covered in moss and ferns, with trees towering overhead, their branches heavy with colorful leaves. The sound of the river, rushing over smooth stones and cascading down small falls, creates a calming background as you make your way along the boardwalk that winds through the gorge. The sight of the leaves, their colors reflected in the clear water below, adds a touch of magic to the experience, a reminder of the beauty that can be found in even the simplest of moments. Further along the trail, you come across a covered bridge, its wooden beams weathered and worn, a testament to the history of the region. The bridge, framed by trees dressed in their autumn colors, offers a perfect vantage point for taking in the surrounding landscape. The river, flowing gently beneath, reflects the brilliant hues of the leaves, and the soft rustling of the wind through the trees creates a peaceful, almost meditative atmosphere. The bridge, with its rustic charm, is a symbol of New England's heritage, a reminder of the connection between the past and the present. As you continue your hike, the trail begins to climb, leading you higher into the mountains. The basin, a natural granite pothole carved by the force of the river, is a popular stop along the way. The water, swirling in the smooth bowl-shaped depression, is mesmerizing, the movement of the current creating a sense of energy and life. The trees that line the banks are ablaze with color, their leaves glowing in the dappled sunlight, and the air is filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. The basin, with its unique geology and vibrant surroundings, is a reminder of the power and beauty of nature, a place where time seems to slow down. The trail eventually leads to a viewpoint where the forest opens up to reveal a panoramic view of the surrounding mountains. The peaks, covered in a patchwork of fall foliage, rise up against the clear blue sky, their slopes bathed in the warm light of the afternoon sun. The sense of vastness, the beauty of the untouched wilderness, and the vibrant colors of the leaves create a feeling of awe, a reminder of the majesty of the natural world. The view is breathtaking, a reward for the effort of the climb and a moment to pause, to take in the beauty of the season and to feel a connection to the land. Descending from the viewpoint, the trail leads through a forest of maple, birch, and beech trees, their leaves carpeting the ground in shades of gold and amber. The sunlight filters through the branches, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze creates a sense of tranquility. The air is crisp, filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the promise of winter to come. The experience of walking through the forest, of feeling the cool air on your skin, of hearing the crunch of leaves beneath your feet, of seeing the colors of autumn all around you, is a reminder of the beauty that lies in the simple act of being in nature. The hike ends at a quiet pond, its surface perfectly still, reflecting the colorful trees that line its banks. The sight of the reflection, so clear and vivid that it seems almost unreal, is a moment of pure beauty, a reminder of the magic of autumn in New England. The pond, surrounded by the vibrant colors of the forest, is a place of peace and reflection, a perfect ending to a day spent exploring the trails of the White Mountains. The trails of the White Mountains offer more than just a hike. They offer an experience, a chance to connect with nature, to feel the beauty of the season, and to find peace in the quiet of the forest. The colors of autumn, the sound of the river, the scent of pine and earth, all come together to create a journey that is both calming and inspiring, a celebration of the natural beauty that makes New England so special in the fall. New England is known for its covered bridges, iconic structures that symbolize the region's history and charm. These wooden bridges, with their weathered beams and rustic beauty, are scattered across the countryside, connecting roads, trails, and communities. In autumn, they take on an almost storybook quality, framed by trees ablaze with color and reflected in the still waters that flow beneath. A journey through New Hampshire in search of covered bridges is a journey through time, a chance to explore the quiet charm of the state and to experience the magic of the season in the most picturesque of settings. One of the most famous covered bridges in New Hampshire is the Albany Covered Bridge, which spans the Swift River just off the Kancamagus Highway. The bridge, with its red-painted timbers and steeply pitched roof, is a striking sight against the backdrop of the forest, its reflection shimmering in the clear water below. The sound of the river flowing over the rocks and the gentle creak of the wooden boards beneath your feet create a sense of peace and nostalgia. The bridge is a favorite spot for photographers and visitors alike, who come to capture its beauty and to experience the simple joy of crossing a bridge that has stood the test of time. Further north in the town of Bath, the Bath Covered Bridge is one of the longest covered bridges in New Hampshire, stretching over 390 feet across the Ammonoosuc River. The bridge, built in the early 19th century, is a testament to the craftsmanship of the past, its wooden trusses and beams still strong and sturdy after centuries of use. The view from the bridge, with the river flowing gently beneath and the hills in the distance covered in a patchwork of fall foliage, is breathtaking. The sense of history, the beauty of the landscape, and the peacefulness of the moment all come together to create an experience that is both calming and inspiring. The Flume-covered bridge, located within Franconia Notch State Park, is another gem of New Hampshire's covered bridge heritage. Nestled in a forested valley, the bridge spans the Pemigewasset River, its weathered timbers blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings. The trail that leads to the bridge winds through the forest, past towering trees and moss-covered rocks, the path lined with fallen leaves in shades of gold and amber. The sound of the river, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the sight of the bridge framed by the vibrant colors of autumn create a scene of timeless beauty, a reminder of the connection between the past and the present. Driving through the countryside, you come across small towns that seem almost frozen in time, their main streets lined with historic buildings, white steepled churches, and, of course, covered bridges. The town of Henniker is home to the Henniker Covered Bridge, a beautiful structure that spans the Contoocook River. The bridge, with its simple design and natural wood finish, is a reminder of the ingenuity of the past, a time when bridges were built not just for function, but for beauty as well. The river, surrounded by trees dressed in their autumn colors, flows gently beneath, and the sight of the bridge reflected in the clear water is a scene of pure tranquility. As you explore these bridges, you come to understand why they hold such a special place in the hearts of New Englanders. They are more than just structures. They are symbols of the region's history, its resilience and its connection to the land. Each bridge has a story to tell, a story of the people who built it, the community it served, and the beauty it continues to bring to those who visit. The experience of walking across a covered bridge, of feeling the cool air on your skin, of hearing the sound of the river below, is a reminder of the beauty that lies in the simple things: a bridge, a river, a moment of peace. As evening falls, the light begins to fade and the covered bridges take on a different character. The warm glow of lanterns from nearby homes and the soft light of the setting sun cast long shadows across the landscape, and the bridges, silhouetted against the darkening sky, seem almost magical. The air is crisp, filled with the scent of wood smoke and fallen leaves, and the sound of the river flowing beneath the bridge is a soothing lullaby. The beauty of the covered bridges, the quiet charm of the countryside, and the colors of autumn all come together to create an experience that is uniquely New England, a celebration of history, of nature, and of the simple joys of life. Autumn in New England is a time for celebration, a season when communities come together to honor the harvest, to share the bounty of the land, and to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Across Massachusetts, harvest festivals bring people together, transforming small towns and farms into places of joy and festivity. These events are a celebration of the region's agricultural heritage, a chance to savor the flavors of the season, to enjoy live music, and to experience the warmth of community in the crisp autumn air. One of the most beloved events is the North Quabbin Garlic and Arts Festival, held each fall in the rolling hills of western Massachusetts. Known as the Festival That Stinks, this unique celebration brings together farmers, artisans, musicians, and visitors from all over the region. The scent of garlic fills the air, and the festival grounds are lined with booths offering everything from garlic-infused foods to handcrafted jewelry and art. The vibrant colors of the fall foliage provide a stunning backdrop, and the sound of laughter, music, and conversation creates a joyful atmosphere. The festival is a celebration of the local community and the land that sustains it, a reminder of the connection between people and nature. Another highlight of the season is the Cranberry Harvest Festival, held in the town of Wareham, known as the cranberry capital of the world. The festival takes place at a working cranberry bog, where visitors can watch the harvest in action. The sight of the bog, flooded with water and covered in a sea of floating red cranberries, is both beautiful and fascinating. The farmers, dressed in waders, work diligently to gather the berries, their figures reflected in the shimmering water. The festival also offers a chance to sample cranberry-based treats, from fresh cranberry sauce to cranberry muffins and even cranberry wine. The tartness of the berries, combined with the sweetness of the harvest celebration, is a taste of autumn that is uniquely New England. In the Berkshires, the Lennox apple squeeze is a beloved fall tradition, drawing visitors to the charming town of Lennox for a day of music, food, and community. The streets are lined with vendors selling fresh apples, cider donuts, and local crafts, while live music fills the air. The scent of wood smoke drifts from a nearby fire pit, where people gather to warm their hands and share stories. The simple joy of biting into a crisp, juicy apple, freshly picked from a nearby orchard, is a reminder of the beauty of the harvest season, a time to slow down, to savor the moment, and to appreciate the abundance of the land. The Topsfield Fair, the oldest agricultural fair in the United States, is another autumn highlight in Massachusetts. Held each October, the fairgrounds are filled with the sights and sounds of a classic country fair. Carnival rides, farm animals, giant pumpkins, and rows of colorful flowers. The fair is a celebration of the state's agricultural heritage, a place where families come to enjoy the beauty of the harvest, to see prize-winning livestock, and to taste the flavors of fall. The scent of fried dough and caramel apples fills the air, and the laughter of children echoes from the rides and games. The giant pumpkin contest, where growers display pumpkins weighing over 1,000 pounds, is a favorite attraction, a testament to the hard work and dedication of local farmers. As evening falls, the festivals take on a different character. The glow of lanterns and string lights casting a warm light over the grounds. The sound of live music drifts through the air, and the warmth of the bonfire provides a gathering place for visitors. The sense of community, the celebration of the harvest, and the beauty of the autumn night all come together to create an experience that is both joyful and reflective. A reminder of the simple pleasures of life, of the connection between people and the land, and of the beauty of the season. The harvest festivals of Massachusetts are more than just events. They are a celebration of the region's history, its agricultural heritage, and the spirit of community that defines New England. The colors of the fall foliage, the scent of apples and cranberries, the warmth of the bonfire all come together to create an experience that is both vibrant and serene. A celebration of the beauty of autumn and the joy of coming together to share in the bounty of the land. As autumn spreads its vibrant colors across New England, the historic villages of Connecticut take on a warm and inviting charm. These villages, with their white clapboard houses, quaint town greens, and tree-lined streets, provide a perfect setting for experiencing the beauty of the fall season. The leaves of maple, oak, and birch trees turn brilliant shades of red, gold, and orange, framing the historic homes and creating a scene that feels timeless. Wandering through these villages, you feel a sense of connection to the past, a reminder of the enduring spirit of New England. One of the most picturesque villages is Litchfield, nestled in the foothills of the Berkshire Mountains. The Litchfield Green at the center of the village is surrounded by elegant colonial homes, each adorned with fall decorations, pumpkins on doorsteps, cornstalks tied to lampposts, and wreaths made of colorful leaves. The scent of wood smoke drifts through the air, and the crunch of fallen leaves underfoot adds to the peaceful atmosphere. The village's historic charm is evident in every detail, from the old stone walls that line the roads to the white steepled church that stands proudly on the green. Walking along the quiet streets of Litchfield, you come across the Tapping Reeve House and Law School, a historic landmark that tells the story of early American education. The building, surrounded by trees dressed in their autumn colors, offers a glimpse into the past, a reminder of the village's rich history. The gentle rustling of leaves in the breeze, the soft light of the afternoon sun filtering through the branches, and the sight of the old house, its white clapboard glowing against the backdrop of fall foliage, create a scene of quiet beauty, a moment to pause and reflect on the passage of time. Further south, the village of Essex offers a different kind of charm. Located along the banks of the Connecticut River, Essex is known for its well-preserved 18th and 19th century architecture and its connection to the maritime history of New England. The river, framed by trees in full autumn bloom, flows gently past the village, its surface reflecting the vibrant colors of the leaves. The Essex steam train, with its vintage locomotives and carriages, offers a scenic ride through the countryside, the tracks winding along the river and through the forest, past fields and hills covered in a patchwork of red, orange, and gold. The train, with its rhythmic chugging and the occasional whistle, is a reminder of a bygone era, a time when life moved at a slower pace. The view from the carriage window is breathtaking. The river, the trees, the distant hills, all bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. The scent of the steam engine, the warmth of the carriage, and the gentle rocking of the train create a sense of nostalgia, a feeling of being transported back in time to a simpler, more peaceful world. In the village of Old Mystic, the charm of New England is alive in every corner. The Old Mystic Village, a collection of shops and eateries housed in colonial-style buildings, offers a chance to explore the local crafts and flavors of Connecticut. The village green, surrounded by colorful trees and dotted with benches, is a perfect spot to sit and enjoy a warm cup of apple cider. The shops, with their rustic decor and handmade goods, are a celebration of the region's craftsmanship and creativity. The scent of fresh-baked pies wafts from the bakery, and the soft strains of folk music drift from a nearby shop, adding to the cozy atmosphere. As evening falls, the villages take on a magical quality. The lights from the old-fashioned street lamps cast a warm glow over the streets, and the windows of the historic homes are lit from within, creating a sense of warmth and welcome. The gentle sound of the river, the rustling of the leaves, and the distant call of an owl create a peaceful soundtrack to the evening. The historic villages of Connecticut, with their charm and beauty, offer a glimpse into the heart of New England, a place where the past and present come together, where the beauty of the season is celebrated, and where the simple joys of life are cherished. The magic of autumn in Connecticut lies not just in the beauty of the landscape, but in the warmth of its people and the sense of history that fills the air. The colors of the leaves, the scent of cider, the charm of the old houses, all come together to create an experience that is uniquely New England. It is a time to slow down, to appreciate the beauty of the season, and to connect with the land and the people who call it home. As our journey through New England's autumn draws to a close, we take one last moment to reflect on the beauty, warmth, and wonder that the season brings. The sun is setting over the hills, casting a golden glow over the landscape, and the air is crisp with the promise of winter. The vibrant colors of the leaves, crimson, amber, and gold, seem to glow more brightly in the fading light, as if giving one final show before they fall to the earth. The magic of fall is in its fleeting nature, a reminder that each moment is precious and that beauty lies in the present. The countryside, with its rolling hills, winding roads, and scenic views, has been transformed by the season into a place of warmth and reflection. The covered bridges, the small towns, the orchards and pumpkin patches, all have offered glimpses of a simpler time, a reminder of the connection between people and the land. The sound of the wind in the trees, the crunch of leaves underfoot, and the scent of wood smoke in the air have been our companions on this journey, guiding us through the beauty of autumn and inviting us to slow down, to take it all in. The villages of Vermont and Connecticut, with their white clapboard houses and historic charm, have shown us the enduring spirit of New England, a place where history and tradition are celebrated and where the beauty of the season is embraced. The warmth of a cozy cafe, the taste of freshly pressed apple cider, and the sight of pumpkins lining the steps of a colonial home have brought a sense of comfort and joy, a reminder of the simple pleasures that autumn brings. The colors of the leaves, the glow of lanterns, and the gentle hum of conversation have created an atmosphere of community and connection, a place where the past and present come together in harmony. The White Mountains, with their rugged peaks and peaceful trails, have offered moments of awe and tranquility, a chance to connect with nature and to experience the beauty of the season up close. The lakes, with their still waters reflecting the vibrant colors of the trees, have been places of quiet reflection, a reminder of the power and beauty of the natural world. The harvest festivals, with their music, food, and celebration, have shown us the joy of coming together, of sharing in the bounty of the land, and of embracing the spirit of the season. As night falls, the landscape takes on a different character. The lights of the small towns twinkle against the darkening sky, and the covered bridges, silhouetted against the moonlit hills, seem almost magical. The air is cool, filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the distant sound of a river flowing through the forest. The warmth of a bonfire, the glow of lanterns, and the sight of the stars shining brightly above create a sense of peace and wonder. A reminder that, even as the season changes, the beauty of the moment remains. The journey through New England in autumn is a journey through a world transformed, a world where the colors of the leaves, the warmth of the sun, and the crispness of the air come together to create an experience that is uniquely beautiful. It is a time to reflect, to connect, and to appreciate the simple joys of life, a celebration of the season, of the land, and of the people who call it home. As you close your eyes and drift into restful sleep, may the memories of New England in autumn fill your dreams with warmth and wonder. We hope you enjoyed today's serene journey and found peace in our gentle narration. Do join us next time as we make a relaxing visit to another of the world's most iconic places. Sweet dreams and safe travels until we meet again.